What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we got tons of wrestling to cover. We got The Rock beating the shit out of Cody Rhodes in front of a bus. I thought he was going to go over, though. I thought he was going to get thrown in the lake. He did it a couple times before. But we got a lot of stuff to go cover. But first, we got the wrestling retrospect, and I picked Bret the Hitman Hart. And I'll kick it off with this is a rare. This was a VHS tape match. I remember this not being a televised or anything, but this
Mhm.
was probably the first test of WWF doing a ladder match. So this was Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. This was for the Intercontinental Championship, July 21st, 1992. This was exclusive on a Coliseum video, and it never aired on TV. But it was a really awesome ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Bret. They have amazing chemistry, so imagine putting a ladder in between. And this was for Bret's IC title. Um, it kind of, I think it was just the testing grounds for what became 90 WrestleMania 10's Razor versus Shawn Michaels ladder match. But they was testing the waters with it. I think it was very famous in Stampede Wrestling ladder matches. So that was kind of Brett's idea for WWF to use for like a end of a rivalry kind of thing, and basically him and Shawn Michaels were feuding during the time, and they tested the match in front of a live crowd, and it was actually great. So definitely check it out. Yeah, July 21st, 1992.
Okay, good stuff. The first one I picked, it's not very long. Hold on, let me get it to the. So the one thing I will point out, it was difficult to find some of his stuff
Yeah,
at first. You had to find the playlists that
yeah.
have his name to find the older the older matches. But that's it. I didn't find the oldest I could find, but I found one that's kind of relevant. It is The Rock versus Bret Hart for the
Yes,
Intercontinental Championship.
that was a good one.
This was on Raw 3rd March. Yeah, the 3rd of March, 97, it says. Big ass old school Raw's War logo. This was still when we could say Die Rocky Die bef- before he
This
completely got pissed off.
was not televised.
Is that so? Did
Yes,
not know
this
that.
was a dark match during that Monday Night Raw,
Cool.
and
Uh,
it was part of a Coliseum video shit for Monday Night Raw, and they added this as a bonus thing.
well, it's interesting just because it has story to it.
Yeah.
Um, so you got Rock fighting. I guess. Wait, because I don't know who's the champ.
Rock
Because
was the champ.
I just saw the. Because like, yeah, this was post him beating Triple H.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's interesting. So we get a. It's not really a beatdown, but Rock Rock gets easily outmatched by Brad. But the story of the match really isn't that. It's more he seems was Brett a bad guy at this time? I don't remember.
Yes, this was when
He
he
seems
was
kind of
heel.
he seems kind of evil. He does a sharpshooter to the legs and the outside. Like he's real just crabby. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Because this was he was attacking Shawn Michaels' leg and shit. This was
Gotcha.
the week after. No,
I,
actually no. This was a match televised. My bad. I was wrong with it.
it was televised.
Yeah, this was the only time they met though.
Okay. Okay. There's one thing that I thought that was kind of cool was they set up the spot where uh Brett counted a flying crossbody that went all the way across the ring. Hebner went to count 1, 2, and then you see Rock's hands underneath Brett reach out and grab the ref's hand.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of cool. Nobody will notice that, but it's like, how did he not get kind of out? Because he didn't kick out. Oh, that was how. So
Yes.
Brett does the figure four, and then Stone Cold comes out and then whips his ass.
Yep. There you go.
But then it breaks down. The Heart Foundation comes out, and then the Legion of Doom come out, which is just like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. All right. That was good. They had good chemistry too. I remember watching this match. It was actually really good. Rock was sad that he never got to work with Bret more.
I think anybody would be.
Yeah, he really like he that was one of the guys that really helped him during that time, especially during the time when he was getting the die Rocky die shit. Brett was probably one of the dudes that he always would get advice from and shit like that and help him out and stuff. So he always had like a big respect for Brett. My second match is where is it? I just had it. This was on ECW TV. I think I sent you this. This was Terry Funk versus Bret the Hitman Hart. This was Terry Funk's WrestleFest, but this was filmed with ECW cameras and stuff like that, and they pretty much like promoted the shit out of this. This is the 50 years of funk, and this is the first time they ever got. Well, not the first time they fought, because they fought as a tag team quite a few times. But this was WWF champion Bret Hart versus Terry Funk. They did this match, great technical things, but it also went kind of hardcore because Terry Funk style. Um, Bret wins via pile driver.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was good. And again, ECW kind of took credit for that match
As in what? Like
though.
it's not.
They kind of produced it and shit like that. So they like
Uh,
they used to like use it as marketing and all that shit too.
I got you. Okay. Second match I picked was Bret Hart versus Diamond Dallas Page for the WCW US Championship. This is Nitro, July 20th, 1998. This match is 100% a story match because DDP comes out of the back, bandaged the F up. He has a bandage around his waist, which is the traditional one, but then you see his leg is bandaged and he's limping to the ring.
Yeah,
So you can only assume that he got jumped by the NW. I don't remember if they showed what happened. I don't remember this the story in this match. But Brett is obviously in on it. I think this is with the little part where before he joined well, he was in without being in. You know what I mean? Like they
yeah,
went kept hanging out with him and coming out and stuff and trying to recruit him because it wasn't him in full gear, NWO gear. He still hit. It is a beatdown of the highest degree. DDP cannot fight back. He gets zero offense. He cannot
yeah.
fight back. He escapes on one sharpshooter, gets caught in another one, taps out. And then the WO comes to the.
The
You knew
shenanigans.
it. If you're involved, it's gonna happen. Hogan, and this is Hollywood, so NWO Hollywood, so Hollywood Hogan and the Disciple,
Yes.
Kurt Hennig, Vincent, they're all there. Your favorites, all your
All
favorites.
the shenanigans.
Lex Luger and the Giant, every and they just stay in the ring. It's here's the funny part. It's like they just have this celebration. There's like 17 members of the NWO just in the ring. Just because they won a match and then DDP is slowly being loaded up into an ambulance. They didn't even beat him up. That's the crazy part. They slowly walk by as he's being wheeled in. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you should watch this just to see how stupid that is.
Yeah. All right. My last one is I found the information on cagematch.net, but I watched it on YouTube, and this was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This was 7/30, 1982. And we had him as one of our guys last week. This is the original Tiger Mask versus Bret Hart as a young lion. And yeah, so straight New Japan Pro Wrestling style. Brett still has a lot of this stuff. He came out with like the black trunks and a cowboy hat, still with the black and white boots. But really fun match. Tiger Mask wins with missile dropkick. But again, you see the technical basis of Bret Hart in this match, and also like you see the high flyer of Tiger Mask. Very fun, and also funny seeing Bret as a young boy, a young dragon. There you go.
Hmm.
Yep, good stuff.
And the last one I have is because also love and hate wrestling. For how stupid it could be, this is a this is this. If you pick stuff from this era, it's just gonna make you shake your head at some of the stuff that happens. Anyway, this is WCW Thunder, January 6, 2000.
uh,
Bret Hart versus Terry Funk.
yeah, again, the later years.
Guess what? This is not good.
I bet Terry Funk
It's not the worst
fairly.
match. It's not the worst match. Like the
But
match is not the part that makes you shake your head.
oh, okay, it's the shenanigans afterwards.
It's the NWO
2000.
2000, so you know it's the worst version.
Yeah.
Um,
Nah, I think the one with Booker T and Shawn Michaels were the worst version.
I don't know. They at least they made me laugh. Well, I say they made me laugh, but I think about Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Scott Steiner made me laugh
Yeah.
a lot, a lot, a lot. I think like every time he came out, he made me laugh.
Yeah.
This one is a hardcore match, which I don't know if Terry Funk had regular matches in WCW. That's the thing. I couldn't tell you.
I don't even think
This
he
is
had regular matches in any place he went. Somehow, some way, there's gonna be a
it's
garbage can
funny.
getting thrown.
It's it's funny you say that. In Japan, he had regular matches,
Yeah.
like fighting Stan Hansen and
Or
stuff.
like that was like 1980s and shit. I think once he hit the 90s and the going on almost the 50-year mark, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna beat people with a chair."
Give me a trash can,
Yeah.
please.
Like I ain't doing
This
this shit.
match, this match
Fuck Brooke.
it is headshot city because Terry Funk is taking chair shots to the head in 2000.
That's what he
So
does best.
yeah, and Brett's not trying to kill him. All
Yeah.
right, so relax. It is the one of the most tame hardcore matches I've ever seen. It is one of the funniest sets of Bret Hart gear. You know which one I'm talking
With the
about.
jeans, the jorts, and
Yes,
the black
the
shirt,
the, the black NWO shirt and jorts.
the black and
Yes,
silver shirt.
with the white socks that
Yep.
sticking out. Yes,
This is like a dad fight
yeah.
somebody.
Oh my god.
Brett didn't have a
He,
great
he,
fashion sense.
it's funny that this is what Bret Hart will wear. You would think if he retired and came back.
He did.
Is
Versus Vince McMahon.
oh wait, he wore this to
Yes, he
fight
wore
Vince?
jorts and the fucking knee pads
Oh
and a
shit.
hockey jersey.
Oh, you right. I forgot about that.
I watched it recently. That's why it's so bad.
Mm-mm.
Brett should have
Uh,
wrestled. He should have just like, yo, just make it a hardcore match. I'm just gonna beat you. He just beat him with a chair. That's pretty much the match was.
the thing is, like I said, it it broke down. There was a spot where the ref gets knocked out, and then immediately, instead of focusing on the match, doing picture in picture, which I think they had the capability to do. It's on
Yeah.
a superstation. It just goes straight up to the back. Arn Anderson's for some reason beat up. David Flair is back there with a crowbar, obviously referencing his partner Crowbar. Um, he puts on the ref shirt for Arn Anderson, goes out to ref the match. But before he gets out there, because it's NWO 2000, it's good old Slapnuts.
Yep.
And Scott Steiner with the pipe. You
Yeah.
know which pipe. The pipe that, the pipe that if Scott Steiner were to hit you with it, you should just die. And David Flair,
Bust.
for some reason, gets hit with that pipe and can still walk the next week.
He should
You,
combust.
I'm just saying, you should die if Scott Steiner hits you with that.
Yeah.
David Flair somehow still had a career after this. Um, and then the match ends. Not with there being any type of pinfall.
Yeah.
It is with Kevin Nash powerbombing Terry Funk to the stage. I hate it. I hate this. I hate this. This sucks.
Yeah.
Yo, WCW in 2000 was ass.
Oh yeah. That's why they
Oh,
closed.
but it's just like I watched Thunder, man. I did. Oh, oh. Whenever
See.
look. Whenever we sit here and we talk about we give AEW like a C or something, or a C plus, or we watch a show and we give it a C, it's still not as bad as 2000's WCW.
No, I think if we were to rate those shows, there would be like F's and D's and
Yeah.
yeah.
DNFs because I just probably couldn't finish them all. Ugh.
I think we are good with the wrestling we watch nowadays. Like I don't think again I don't think AEW is any bad. I just think they just need consistency and shit. WCW was just a shit show.
Yes. Yes.
That was like you would think they just do darts at a board and that's how they booked matches.
WCW, 2000s WCW, and mid two was like mid to 2010. No, because it was getting better towards the end.
Yeah.
Like mid 2000s TNA. Same thing. When Russo showed up, ugh,
Yeah, he did the same shit that he did with WCW. He just tanked it.
ugh,
And then Vince
flush
Russo
it,
don't have a creative bone in his gene. He just goes on to what fucking was Jerry Springer culture and shit, and that's what he
flush it,
booked.
flush it.
Watching WrestleMania 15, it gave me that. Yo, WrestleMania 15 is probably my least favorite. Well, besides one and two, these are my least favorite WrestleManias.
Really?
Huh?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because people, I don't remember it. Even recently as last week, 2 weeks ago, Chris Van Vliet with Sam Roberts, they brought up that no, WrestleMania 27, I think is considered the worst one.
One of the worst ones, yeah.
Like a lot of people talk about that being like the absolute worst. So it's interesting to hear you say 15.
15 was a
Why you
hard
say that
one
one?
because that one's just a straight Jerry Springer fucking thing. All shenanigans. Every single match has shenanigans. Not one clean match. Every single match had fucking outside interference, some boob showing, things like that, and it just got
I
it
mean,
was just ridiculous.
wait a second.
The
This
only
don't
good
sound too
thing,
bad. What are you talking about?
the only
What are you
good
talking about?
match was Rock and Austin, and that match was good, but it was so overbooked that it just took away from it.
Okay. All right.
Like I watched that, I was like, damn, this was a really bad WrestleMania. Like I did not like which one was 27? Cause now, like I just probably watched it not that long ago, and I'm trying to think which WrestleMania 27. I'll tell you exactly if it was really bad or not. It has some dumb shit. I most yeah, that's the one in Florida. That was the one he hosted. Uh, that Mania was okay. I don't think it
Okay.
was that bad.
Really? All right. Like I've heard more than just them say that. I heard a lot of
You
people
had
say it's
some
bad.
okay matches, but then you also had a lot of dumb shit. As in, like you had Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, and like U.S. title was alright. It was a lumberjack match. It was random. It was like no contest, but Miz and Cena was a solid match. Taker Triple H was a solid match. I think the big thing that makes it the worst is the Michael Cole match. That shit was terrible, and it ran on for like a half hour. It was like one of the longest matches, and it was fucking terrible.
That is him versus King or him
Him
versus
versus
somebody else?
King.
Yeah, I never saw that. Only seen clips.
So that was terrible, and that had 30 minutes when you had Randy Orton, and CM Punk, and only getting 15. So that was just ridiculous.
Mm,
You had
gotcha.
Cody versus Rey Mysterio. That's just solid, but everything else, yeah, I could say it's probably one of the worst ones. I'll say that wasn't that a great one. I did like Miz and Cena though. I thought that match was solid.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Right. We go to. Oh, so that's the last of the wrestling retrospect. We'll go to a new person next later on this cast. We go to the weekend wrestling and we got kickoff from Monday Night Raw, which I will say it's probably my first S Raw for this year.
I'm trying to think, but I think I have one. I think I have one.
Yeah, you have one, I think.
Hmm.
I think it started strong. Cody Rhodes started with his promo, and then The Rock came out. As he came out, he did say nothing. He said something to Cody, and then it changed. Then we could kick off. First match was Ricochet and JD McDuggan, and that match was insane.
Don't sleep on JD. That's all I have to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. That match was crazy. It was really
I
good.
bet, I bet you they saw what they did during the tournament. And they were like, we have to have them fight again.
Yeah.
So good, good.
Then we go to another segment that we have the return of CM Punk. CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre all have exchanged words. It was a great promo off against every single one of them.
Mhm.
I was laughing my ass off the whole time.
Awesome, awesome. One of the best promos so far this year.
We
Great.
have Candice LeRae and Ivy Nile. They had a match. It kind of went kind of just went in right after commercial, but the point was made as in Candice LeRae was building her character, still going that heel route, and it was great character work. And I actually liked what they're doing with Candice LeRae, so gets credit for me because it just went straight character work.
I just need her to kill people now. I
Yeah, I
need
want her to do that
that
stomp thing she
Candace
used
to
to do.
come out. I just need the hardcore Candace to come back out. That's it.
Yeah. We had DIY versus New Day, and that ended in no contest. Also building that tag team ladder match is happening this week, so that was actually
Hmm.
really good too.
Agree.
And our truth, like go to commercial, go to commercial.
Yeah, that's like just ain't keep saying change the channel.
Yeah, we have Andrade versus Giovanni Vinci. That was pretty solid. Andrade wins.
I think that was like a little shout out to one of the NXT matches. I think that was when I think they might have fought back when we didn't know much about Vinci,
Yeah.
and I think Andrade was wearing the hat.
Okay. Yeah, because Vinci was there for a bit.
He was there for a long time.
Because I remember he started Cruiserweight Classic. He started.
Hmm.
Dirty Dom gets punched in the jaw by Becky Lynch,
That
and
was
Rhea Ripley and Becky launched down.
that was awesome. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh.
Yeah. And then Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn, another good match, but Bronson Reed actually takes the win.
And I like the story they're telling.
Yeah,
Sammy's got to change his mindset. Does that mean we get American Alpha? I mean, yeah, American Alpha Sammy. Hmm.
maybe.
I mean, he's American for the continent, but he's actually Canadian by
Yes.
country. So let's see.
The North American.
Hmm.
Jey Uso versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That was actually a really good match too, but that also ended with a run-in by the Bloodline of Solo Sikoa and Jimmy, and then it also leads into Cody Rhodes going backstage with Jimmy, and then getting struck by The Rock, and The Rock beating the crap out of him, kind of going into his character with the whole blood and shit like that, making him bleed and everything like that, putting the blood on his the belt that he was gonna give to Mama Rose. Fucking excellent. This whole shit. That I'll give Monday Night Raw S. Like this whole Raw was really good and probably one of the best they had this year so far.
I think The Rock realized with all his skills and talents that he has accumulated over the years in front of the camera on big sets and small, has realized that the best way to display like just the story is just to make it cinematic. Like this felt like a sequence in a movie of just a
Yeah,
hero getting his ass kicked.
yeah. I thought his ass was gonna get thrown in the lake
That would have been great.
because I
But then
seen
you
him
wouldn't
do
have got
it
the
to
you wouldn't have
Austin.
got the end, which I think was hilarious of the little bits of the Rock with the cameras off,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Wrap it up." Hell no, not wrap it. He got pissed off. He spit on the floor next to Cody. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus. But that's how you got to do it. You can't just half-ass it or do it the way it used to be done. You got to amp it up and use all the resources, and that's why I like it.
Yeah.
They clearly using the resources. You see, I don't know. It just feels better and more uh, unique than a lot of the things that anybody anywhere is doing.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of the pandemic stuff. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. It feels like a movie,
Hmm.
and it actually feels like there's some realism to it, even though they all probably playing their parts, but it feels real,
Hmm.
and we like that.
Yep.
So Monday Night Raw, what do you give it?
I'll give it an S.
Yeah, it's going S rank. It was really good show. I like the
Now here,
character work throughout the whole show too.
now here's the only issue I have is that what's Roman gonna do to one up there? Because I only say that because at this point, at that point specifically, when The Rock had the blood on the belt,
Yeah.
whooped after whooping his ass, the feud no longer feels like Roman versus Cody. It feels like Roman, like Cody versus The Rock.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know if that's what they want.
Raw's in Brooklyn tonight, so who knows?
Hmm. But now it feels like Roman's got to run him over.
Roman's going to a
Shoot him
semi
with a
truck,
gun.
run his foot over.
Shoot him with a gun or run him over with a cement truck or something. You know what I'm saying?
I think Cody's gonna get his revenge tonight.
I don't think he can. I think it's gotta be at Mania. It's because you gotta build up. He's gotta get beat down. I
Yeah,
feel if
because
this is gonna be the time, he's gotta keep going through it.
he can't just be smiles and
Where's the
happy-go-lucky
gun?
Cody right now. He can't.
Where's the Glock? Didn't the Arn teach you
Arn
anything?
Anderson, like calling him, like, "What the hell I tell you?"
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I feel like he can't be nice. He can't be the happy-go-lucky, the smiles and shit baby face right now. He has to get serious. And we only have one more Monday Night Raw to go, and this will be in Brooklyn. So see what happens. It's gonna be insane. All right, we go to NXT. We kick off with Dijak versus Sean Spears.
Good God.
This was a hell
Nice
of a
hard hitting
match.
match. It does look like Spears got hurt a little towards the end. I hope not.
Yeah,
It was like his wheel was bothering him.
yeah,
But I think I like it because it was hard hitting. Like I like you know, my favorite part of this match specifically was the beginning because just it looked like they were testing each other, and Spears was like, "Let me question. They didn't fight before he left, right?
no. I
Yeah.
don't even
So
think they were. I don't think they were there together.
together. Okay. So it does kind of. So I maybe I'm not wrong in feeling like this was like them two testing each other out just because like they both seem like, oh, this is a big boy.
Yeah,
Okay. So them chops felt a little personal. I'm just saying.
Joe Gracie had me laughing, and then he tried to throw the chair at him in the end
He
later.
stole his chair.
Very good match. Like excellent way to start kick off NXT, and it was really good. You have Thea Hale versus Jasmine Nix. Um,
A solid match. More of a story match, but I love seeing crazy Kimura Thea Hale. She's my favorite of the group.
yes, the Kimura. She is the Kimura.
She is the Kimura.
We got Lola Vice versus Natalia. She opens open challenge, and Natalia answers. Very good match. Natalia wins.
Bruh, they were swinging.
Yeah,
Them punches, they looked a little bit like they were trying to leave some potatoes or something. You know what I'm saying? It was.
yeah.
I don't know if Natty was like, let's just do this, but they was good on them. It was a hard hitting match.
Oh, not to go. Like, did you see the knot that fucking Balor had over the live weekend, the
Oh yeah,
live match?
yeah.
The
Blame
egg,
one of the New Day.
the egg.
I don't know which one. Blame one of the New Day. Apparently, that's the match they were in.
Probably. There you go. But yeah, I don't know. He had a huge egg on his head. That shit was humongous. Dragunov versus Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Solid match.
Yeah, good. The Stacks had to go hard. I liked seeing people fight Dragunov. Like even if it's not really like for the championship per se,
Yeah.
just because he's one of those people that makes you step up.
Yeah. I agree.
And I'll be honest with you, Stacks has been doing that for a while, but again, stepped up in this match. So I thought it was good.
We have Ridge Holland announcing he is stepping away from ring in ring competition.
Sad. It's sad because it's the stuff he was saying. I understand. Like if you have to second guess yourself, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. We had some pre-taped promos from Rexel Perez and Valkyria. I actually like them both. I think they're pretty solid building the story. Also,
Hmm.
shout outs to the Trick Mello and Carmelo Hayes as well. They are actually really good promo packages for their match at Stand
Yeah,
and
those are.
Deliver.
I think those are some of the best, like on all brands.
Yep.
Those packages they made for that, especially the ones with Trick and his uncle and stuff. That's cool.
Got Josh Briggs versus Duke Hudson.
Good big meaty men, meaty men slapping meat
Good match.
match.
Briggs wins.
You know what? Just I do have to give them credit just for the evolution of the big man. Just seeing Duke Hudson do a running hurricanrana, but it just looks so funny.
Yeah.
But when you realize that they're both the gigantic human beings, it's like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah. And then our main event is the tag team qualifier, the Wolf Dogs versus Alpha Academy.
That was
That
that
was
counter was crazy. That counter was crazy. That counter was crazy.
a tribute to his
All right,
daddy. His daddy did that
R.I.P.
same counter.
Tozawa.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Tozawa, man. Good guy.
Yeah, because not only that, he got that whole like flipping over RKO thing that they did twice.
Yeah, and R.I.P. Otis because he was in the table. He became the table.
He's one with the table now.
That's it.
He got splinters in his butt. Corbin Baker wins. Excellent tag match. They retained the tag. Well, it wasn't for the tag titles, but they retained
It was for the wasn't it for the spot,
for
the
the spot.
WrestleMania spot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So NXT, where you give it?
I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a B plus, maybe A minus. You know why I'm gonna give it A minus? Because I here's my thing. I give credit where credit is due for the promos and pushing the stories forward. Because like I said, some of the packages they had were some of the best in the company.
Yeah,
So
I agree with
I'm gonna
that.
give them credit for that. And
I'll
all
give
the
it.
matches were good. All the matches I thought were good.
I'll go B plus. I think again, I think the packages were great. I think the first match was excellent. The second last match was excellent. There was some good and bad in between, but I thought it was a really solid show. All right. AEW Dynamite. You have Will Ospreay versus Sabata in the first opening match.
I thought it was a good match. I just don't know how I feel about them beating Shibata. He
Yeah.
was the champion not too long ago. He was the ROH pure champion not too long ago.
I thought he still had the belt. No, the other dude has a belt.
No, the other guy hasn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, now he's just getting beat by everybody.
Now he's friends with the Blackpool Comic Club, though.
Uh, okay. What are you trying to tell me?
He teamed
What are
with
you
them
trying
on Collision or
What are we
Rampage,
s-
one of the two.
what are we saying here? Could we get a trios with Danielson, Moxley, and Shibata? Oh, okay.
I think we
What do you
got
say?
one. I think it was Danielson, Cesaro, and Sabata on
Okay.
Rampage.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Nice.
there you go.
Nice.
This was a great match. I just feel like again, yeah, putting these pay-per-view matches up on your show, and someone's gonna get hurt. Like,
True.
yeah, it's crazy, but I'll say good match.
But that's not. I don't think that's like the number one problem I have. Is just I think this is. How do you feel about the new guys beating everybody? I don't because like you can't come in and lose.
Yeah,
But then when you have guys who are technically legends, but they're not like legends on the way out, like Shibata and Danielson and stuff. But then new guys come in and beat them.
I feel like there's ways you can do it without having to give up a loss and stuff like that. Again, you're running a storyline with Don Callis. You could have had him kind of like interfere and have it maybe we'll go meet another day because we got interfered and things like that. So that's something that prolongs a match to actually be a higher caliber match down the road. But again, I'm fine with the single matches. I'm fine with like that. But again, when you make it like this, you know who's winning, you know who's losing, and that's the problem. And the fact that also
Yeah,
Sabata has not, he's been on a losing streak too, so you kind of know where he was at if you've
yeah.
watched him in AEW.
Which is like sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Young Bucks versus Private Party. This is AEW World Tag Team Championship tournament qualifier. Bucks win again. Solid match.
same thing. Same thing. I feel is
Yeah.
that we. So we had a conversation off here about the homegrown AEW tag teams,
Yeah.
and I feel like when is Private Party going to get their due?
Yeah.
What,
I
and I don't
agree with
even
that.
mean like let's just have them win and win and win and then get the tag champs. I just mean when are they going to be put in a meaningful situation where they can be highlighted, where you can think that they're going to win? Because I
Yeah.
didn't think they were going to win.
Yeah.
No matter how much they tried to talk about it. Oh yeah, they had the first one against the Young Bucks. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but that was how many years ago? And Private Party still is not as relevant as they should be. Just saying.
I would say what they could have easily done with this, and I'm just saying just because story arc standpoint, is why couldn't the Private Party actually take this match and the Young Bucks find like work their vice president magic and get themselves in the tournament anyway.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like they could have been like, you know what, whatever, we advanced to the finals. So no matter what, you don't have to find us in the finals anyway.
True.
Take
True.
that one lucky win and still the tournament. We'll see you in the finals anyway, because we're
Hmm.
VPs. We could do that.
Or just reverse the decision.
Or do that.
It'd be messed up.
Or do
They win
that.
the match, and then you hear later on, "Oh, we got the decision reversed. Private Party is disqualified, and Young Bucks win." And that would piss so many people
Like
off.
wearing your hair illegally for the match or some
Something,
stupid shit
something,
like
yeah.
that.
Any little
Wearing Nike sneakers in a fucking ring or something like that. Like
anything, yeah.
work that EVP storyline that you guys are. This is something that we actually talked about. Even The Rock kind of doing the same thing. Start working your power into the story arc, because when you start seeing that power and you see the dynamic, you see how things could change, because now he has that power role. You guys are bragging that you're EVPs and you're doing this, you're doing that, but you're not doing anything to really use it besides
At
just
least
judge
not in a
people
ring, yeah,
backstage.
yeah.
So yeah, that would have been fine. Like you could have had Private Party actually take the win, and they didn't like that decision. They didn't trust that referee, or even for like they get the pin and stuff like that. We're like, nope, we got the wrong referee. That was not. You're not supposed to do it. It was her supposed to be working this match or something like that. There's a lot of ways you could do it. I think you could build your teams too. So Private Party could have won. They could have like, you know what, we were cheated this and this and that. And we find our ways in the finals or something like that. But again, there's many ways you could do it. But I think they could do better with that. Um, Next match we have Chris Statlander, Sky Blue, Anna Jay, and Willow Nightingale. They're all fighting for a shot at the TBS title. And Mercedes Monet joins commentating.
Nice.
Willow wins. Solid match.
As she should. As she should.
Good match.
Hmm.
That freaking apron Death Valley driver was insane.
She loves it. She's good at
Yeah. All right. Another AEW Tag Team Qualifier match. You have the Best Friends with the Undisputed Kingdom. You know who wins because you got to upgrade it. This is the ultimate Best Friends, not just the
The
regular Best Friends.
ultimate. Ultimate. Yep.
So yeah. So Orange Cassidy, Trip Beretta win.
Hmm.
You had Takesha versus Swerve Strickland. This match was great. Swerve wins.
Highlight of the night, I say.
Yeah. Uh, you know what? I'm fine with this match. I'm fine with them going at it. They both were undefeated or both had winning streaks. You kind of use that ranking as your leverage of why this match has to happen, and they're both fighting for a number one contendership. So kudos to actually using your rankings as something. Beyond that, Swerve wins, and he is going to fight Samoa Joe at the Dynasty pay per view. It's called Dynasty, right?
I don't know.
AEW Dynasty. I think it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dynasty. Okay. Yes. AEW, we give it.
Give it a B minus. No, you know what? I give it a flat B because I
Yeah.
think about the quality of the matches this week. It's actually pretty high.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good job with maintaining their stories, even though like I said, I don't like everything that they was doing story wise.
Yeah.
It's not like the story was bad. It's just I think the weakest was probably and my catch flack is just Will Ospreay just beating Shibata. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like they could have did a little something else with that.
Yeah. Uh, I'll go B. I thought it was a solid show, but again, consistency and just like some things that again you could go back and forth with the storylines and just seeing how you're booking things and whatnot. Young Bucks should use that AVP as a leverage for themselves. They are heels. They're doing that. Might as well use it. But other than that,
Yes.
it was a solid show. Really good matches on the show. We go to shout outs to TNA. I didn't watch the whole show, but I did see the Steph D Lander show up and Matt Cardona with the radio silence on Rosemary and gets Steph D Lander the win, and she'll be fighting Jordan Grace at their next special this week.
Oh, okay. Good stuff.
So shout outs to Matt Cardona being doing double time because he was also on AEW as well.
Hmm. This is true.
So two TVs he was on. Anyway, going to SmackDown, WWE SmackDown. We kick off with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus Pretty Deadly. Very solid match. Pretty Deadly actually surprised he gets the win because of the help of Logan Paul, but he got what came to him.
Did he though? He got away. He
And
got
he
away.
did get away.
He got
Not
a
for
little bit
long.
of he got a little bit of comeuppance, but then he got away.
Yep, yep. Good match though. It was a
Solid
fun match.
match. Nobody got turned on because
Yeah.
two unreliable partners
Yep, yep.
in Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
We have Street Profits versus A Town Down Under.
Didn't was it? Did they have Jay coming out before this or was it after this?
Jade came out after.
Okay. Um, I mean, again, like I said before, Final Testament needed something to do, and they're continuing their feud, so it makes sense. The ending of this whole match. I thought it was a solid, like the actual match. I thought it was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
No, like Street Profits is still dope. Like they just kind of get slept on because there's so much other stuff going on.
yeah.
But Montez is still a star, man. And
Yep.
Dawkins, his game has not diminished since he stepped it up. Just saying. So
There you go. Then we got Nick Aldis in the ring. He announces a new signing for SmackDown, which is Jay Cargo.
yep. And she signs the contract in the ring.
Yep, yep.
New entrance, which is kind of the same.
Yeah,
Kind of the same.
same vibe.
I think she should have listen. I think Cody was the blueprint, and although maybe more people know him and his song, I'm just saying. I actually liked her AEW theme. I get that this is pretty much a remix.
Yeah,
I get it, but I don't know. I thought the AW one was actually like legit, so I think she should have bought it.
Yeah, the
I bought
new
the rights,
yeah.
and I love the fact that Wade was he had to be checked on. He needed Corey to help him. Looking at Jade,
New Catch Republic versus Legado de Fantasma. Good match.
and of course this was going the whole show. This started earlier with the face off.
Yes, it did.
Shout out to the dude online. I forgot his. I know his nickname is V, but the ring party.
Yeah.
This is where that came from. Where everybody got the ring slapped out of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. um,
so
yeah, I forgot to mention that, but
that
yeah,
was
the Sons go Escobar.
that was funny. And then on commentary, they did mention it though that the altercation happened before the match, so you could say that that had an effect on
Yeah,
Humberto and his cousin.
yeah, and then also Rey Mysterio forgetting that he has Carlito in his team or any other LWO member, and then he just picks a new member because he has a mask.
Well, no, don't be like that. Because no, and I only say that because remember what they tell you on commentary. Rey Mysterio says that Dragon Lee is the future of luchadors. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
And Carlito's chopped liver.
He's not the future of luchadors. No, he's
I'm
not.
just saying, man. I'm just saying. The dude is bigger than that whole team. You pick someone.
He's not bigger than Santos.
Yes, he is.
By how much? Not that
He's
much.
Carlito at least 6'2".
No, but I'm just
Everyone
saying
else is like
we
five
we
and
we're
ten.
gonna we're not gonna pretend that Santos is like a small man. No, no.
Yeah, but
He's the one that could be on the threshold of
yeah.
heavyweight and not heavyweight. I think what's gonna call it too. Angel.
Angel
Angel's
Garza,
another one.
but he's like
Yeah,
five ten.
look at his. I'm talking about look at his
Yeah,
musculature.
I'm just
These are
saying.
not. They're not like what's gonna call it. LWOT and
Yeah,
NXT.
Carlito looked like he ate his former self.
This is true. I mean, this is
I'm
true.
just saying. I'm
I
just
get what
saying
you're
his
saying.
face was like, this motherfucker brought
I
me
get
all
what you're saying.
back.
But when you look at the match that happened and you look at how big Carl why am I calling him a different name? See, you got me using his real
Humberto.
name. No, you got, yeah, when you see Humberto and what's him go
Yeah,
against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, you realize that they are not small men.
yeah,
That's what
because
I'm saying.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are very small.
That's what I'm saying. But Carlito's not a giant man. He's
Yeah,
just buff. He's
yeah.
just buff. It's
I'm
like
just saying.
Lashley. Lashley's not huge. He's just huge in a different way.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I saw his face and he was like, "This, all right, bet. I'm gonna backstab you when I get a chance," and that's what's gonna happen.
You
Carlito
think
gonna
it's gonna be
backstab him.
of all the people? You think it's
Yep.
gonna be clear?
Cause fuck yeah, you
All
brought me
right.
all this shit way and you don't use the shit.
Really? I don't see Carl. No, because Santos has been too much of an asshole to him. No.
No, he gonna do it for Santos. He gonna do it for himself.
Oh, damn, that's messed up. So what the hell is the point of LWO? Everybody's got fragile egos, man. Come on.
That's the thing. That they have an old WCW mentality. All the egos.
Jesus.
All right. What else we get? Judgment Day had a backstage thing, discussing Dom not telling them about the LWF,
Mhm.
LDF, and they out of the loop, and they also had like little conversations with each other and stuff like that. He also said something about cashing in or the briefcase and stuff too. So there's a lot of stuff. The main event
Well, they
was
alluded to it.
yes,
I don't know if what's gonna happen.
I don't know. Main event was Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai. Started off as a good match, and then
It is a
the number
story.
games came, and then you had
Definitely, definitely. You had to be sleeping if you thought that match was just gonna end and Damage Control was not gonna show up. Come
yep, yep. Bianca Belair wins. Damage control come in, jump them. Naomi comes out. She comes for the save. She also gets jumped, and then Jade Cargill comes in. Looked great, and clears the ring with pointing at the sign. So they announced that it's gonna be a six lady tag. It's gonna be Damage Control versus Naomi Belair and Jade Cargill at
They look
WrestleMania.
they look like a superhero team.
Yep,
I like it.
yep, yep.
And Jade just destroyed those women.
She still gotta get get higher on that bicycle kick. That's my only guy thing. Other than that, she was great. She looked great. Um, SmackDown, we give it.
I'm gonna give it a B plus.
I go B plus there. It was solid.
Mm, I thought it was a solid show. Oh yeah, we didn't say nothing about LA Knight and
Oh yeah,
AJ. That
that
was
was
pretty
actually
fun.
pretty cool segment too. So I'll go A minus with that because I
With the
actually liked
double
the segment.
swerve,
Yeah,
he wasn't the cameraman. He wasn't the first security. He wasn't the run-in. He wasn't the first security guard. He was the second security guard.
he had a AJ style wig when he first came in. WWE.
Beat his ass, beat his ass, and showed off his new shirt. That's what you
There
do.
you go. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I forgot to mention that. So I'll go A minus for SmackDown just because I
Okay.
actually did like that segment. The last thing is I did watch AEW Collision. I mainly watched it for one thing. So we kick off AEW Collision with
Oh, wait. Before we go forward, I didn't see this. This apparently is an exclusive.
what?
The Bloodline reveal Roman Reigns ordered the hit.
Yep.
I didn't see that. Well, did that happen on the show?
No.
So apparently they're saying that Roman Reigns ordered The Rock to fuck him up.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, I'll take back what I said. That's why you're gonna play it.
All
All right.
right. Go back to AEW Collision. We kick off with Adam Copeland with an open challenge, and the person that took the open challenge was always ready Matt Cardona. That was a fucking fantastic match. I was very happy to see him. Great match between the two, and then yeah, great stuff. Definitely watch it. That's something worth watching. We got FTR versus Infantry. That was a solid tag team match. FTR wins. I actually liked the reversal they did. So it was a back reversing the back suplex, and then Wheeler back suplexed Cash to get in position for their finisher. It was actually pretty cool. It was a pretty cool finish. Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly versus JD Drake. That was pretty solid match. Ricky Stark, Big Bill versus Top Flight. Ricky Stark looked like he got knocked the fuck out during that match, but it was an okay match. It was nothing special. Thunder Rosa versus Lady Frost. That was pretty solid. And you had a main event. You had the Righteous and Lance Archer versus Danielson, Cesaro, and Sabata. And the winner was Sabata and BCC. So go B plus with this show. All right. Good podcast we listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
I did listen to Van Vliet. He had. I forgot who he had on. Where is it? Damn it. Here it goes. He had. Oh, Mac Santana. That was actually a good interview. He also had Maven on. I didn't get to listen to that one yet.
Okay.
The Matt Santana one was actually pretty
Oh my
interesting.
God. You just reminded me. We were talking about WrestleMania 27. You know what just popped up?
What?
Snooki does a backflip.
Yes, she
Apparently
does.
that happened though during that. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was a tag match. It was Trish, John
Six
Morrison,
person
and Snooki
mixed tag match.
versus Ziggler. Vicky Guerrero and Beth Phoenix.
That's
That was the match,
funny.
and she did the flippies that Dana Brooke does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did that.
Uh, Wait, she did it better than Dana though.
Yeah,
I'm mad.
yeah.
Why does everybody do it better than Dana?
Anything else I listened to? That was about it. I didn't. There was another one. Damn. Oh, I actually listened to the AEW podcast because this chick was on the one that was on the RJ City one.
Oh, Haley Cameron.
Yeah, yeah. She was on both. She was on the AEW podcast, and I was like, I listened to
Oh
this.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
That's right. True.
Yeah.
That was a good one. There was another one that they had as well, the AEW podcast. I think the one I heard was it. It wasn't her. Damn it. Mm, who? Oh, I can't remember. If I remember, I'll let you know.
The AEW ones.
Yeah, the unrestricted ones.
I'll tell you the last people. Queen Amino. She's on
But
today,
yeah, Queen, I'm
last
not. Yeah,
Thursdays.
that's the last one I heard.
I didn't
That
listen
was
to
a
that
good
one.
one.
I
Hmm.
did listen to the one with Harley Cameron though. That was funny. And he talked about the Simpsons too, where they got the thing from.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, so I heard that one, and then the last, not Sam.
Alright.
Yes.
And we go to this wrestling retrospect, and is your pick? Who you got?
Hmm. Hmm. You know what? Because it's April Fools, let's pick somebody funny. I'm going to pick. We already picked Norman Smiley. Damn it. We already picked. Did we pick Bastion Booger? I think we
Yes, we
did.
did. We
We
did
did.
pick Bastion Booger,
Kamala, we got. I'm trying to think. Who's Boogeyman?
the Boogeyman.
Boogeyman. We didn't pick Boogeyman.
No, we did not.
Let's get the Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman. Okay.
And what was that movie that you showed me he was
Oh,
in? Was that the
replacements.
replacement?
The replacements. Yeah,
I figured that's what that was. I didn't know that was him.
I didn't know either.
That is one of my favorite sports movies of all time.
I love that movie. Yeah, it's actually a really good one.
Hmm.
All right. We wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Battle Podcast. Thank you for listening. I'm Mark the Mike. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark the Mike. Also follow my TikTok, Mark the Mike. And follow Recycling Inc.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. Check it
Yep,
out.
yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember follow the Jinkies.